My name is Noel, and my issue that I feel like is not talked about on campus is commuting. I feel like a lot of people who go to college commute because dorming is obviously very expensive, so they have to commute, and some people can be very far, like in different boroughs, as St. John's and Queens. I'm from the Bronx. I'm a commuter, so I understand, like, taking like an hour bus ride to like get to school is like very, very stressful. It can impact you learning. It's also said that commuters have a hard time learning, and they have to waste more time on getting to school, coming back home, than people who dorm, as they live on campus. So they go to class, they can go back to their dorm, they can study, they can do their own thing. Like, some people who commute also have work, so like on top of taking forever to get to school and coming back home, they have work, and then they have less time to study, learn. Transportation can always be it can always be like unreliable, especially in New York. Like, I feel like the buses sometimes be running late, the trains can be delayed, like stuff like that kind of impact a lot of us getting to school on time. It does lead to less engagement with the school. I feel like as a commuter, I'm not engaged in the school. Like, I feel like it's like I just go to school and then just come back. Like, I feel it makes, like, because college is supposed to be like a very big experience, and I feel like commuting makes it to where it's just like high school. Like, go to school, you do your classes, you leave, rather than like you get to stay on campus and chill in the caf with like people and not have to worry about getting home, and then like it take an hour, and then you have to do stuff at home. Like, you probably have chores or something, and then you have to do your homework. You might have an essay or something due. It leads to a lot of stress. Like, and that's coming from, I'm a commuter. I have friends who commute to school. When all my friends are from the Bronx, and they can go to school in Manhattan or Queens, and it's like it takes a lot of time out of our day to get to where we have to go, classes. And then you also have to put in costs. You already know New York raises the prices of all transportation. Like, the buses and the trains are now like $2.90, and they just keep going, and it's only gonna get higher. And it's like, and that's even if you take the bus. Like, if you go to like the express bus, like, that's like $7, because I go to Manhattan a lot, and I have to take the express bus, and I feel like $7 is kind of absurd for transportation. But it, like, being commuting to school takes so much energy, and it's not talked about like at all. At least that's what I think. I don't see a lot of people talk about like commuting versus dorming, on like how it's easier for people who dorm to learn. I feel like dorming just makes everything way easier, way less stressful. And also, safety is a big thing, because, like, we live in New York. It's not like the most safest place, even though Queens is actually a pretty safe area. But, like, the Bronx and Brooklyn, even the safe places like Manhattan, things can always go like bad. Like, there's always like something negative bound to happen. And on campus, campus is like you being home. Like, you can feel safe and stuff. And commuting, you're on a bus or a train, random people. And even if you're driving, New Yorkers don't know how to drive. Some people will cut you off, and next thing you know, your car hits a shoulder, your car is totaled, and now you don't have a car, or you have to wait for it to get like repaired and stuff. And then you just put more stress on yourself, because now that your car is done up, you get more stressed, and now you're worried about how you're gonna get to school. You have to find a way to get on the bus, the train. It just leads to a lot. So that's why I feel like commuting has a lot of downsides to it, and it leads to major stress and impacts us for learning what we need to learn. I feel like I wish I could dorm. It's just that it's really expensive. So like dorming really helps. But at the same time, commuting is less expensive, but it has so many downsides. There's always cons and pros, but I don't feel like the cons outweigh the pros when it comes to commuting, because even though it's less money, we still have to like put in our own money to getting to school and all that other stuff. So that's the issue that I think should be talked about more on campus. I feel like kids that don't get to dorm, they don't have the opportunity to dorm because it's like too expensive, maybe their parents can't pay it like that, or they can't afford it. I feel like it's just better if they give commuters more, they pay attention more to like commuters, as they can struggle more. They're not always gonna have all the time in the world to do their assignments. So that's what I feel like. And yeah, that's my issue.